Hey y'all, Bungie just dropped a brand new article giving extra in-depth information about the Prismatic Subclass coming in the final shape. I was streaming at the time and thought it might be a fun idea to read through it together with my chat. Here is our reaction and thoughts. Hope you enjoy. Alright, developer insights. Prismatic Deep Dive. Hey Guardians, gameplay team here, starting with the release of Stasis in Beyond Light in 2020, continuing with Subclass 3.0 during the year of the Witch Queen, and most recently with the release of Strand in Lightfall. We've been hard at work building out the full kit of abilities, aspects, and fragments that you've assembled into your perfect monster slaying machine. The builds you've crafted helped you overcome insurmountable odds, taking down powerful foes and ensuring the safety of the last city for now. With the final shape looming, the threat has never been more imminent and the stakes have never been higher. We knew that if humanity was going to go up against the Witness, we had to pull out all the stops. That was a pretty tight trailer. I don't know if you watched the Bungie stream the other day. We did like a react video to it. I was truly gobsmacked by how wild that shit was. For the first time, players will be able to wield the powers of light and darkness simultaneously, unlocking combinations of abilities never before possible. Today, we'd like to give you a brief overview of the Final Shape's new Prismatic Subclass, including the suite of abilities available, how you'll expend your capabilities, and the unique gameplay it brings to the table. The Prismatic Subclass is familiar, but with a twist. Your super, melee, and grenade and aspect slot will feature a selection of light and darkness abilities from all 5 damage types. You can also select from all available movement modes and class abilities, including the subclass-specific ones like Phoenix Dive, Acrobat's Dodge, and Thruster. Our main goal for Prismatic is to enable new and interesting build crafting combinations that lead to new types of gameplay so that we can keep the game feeling fresh. As part of this, some of the abilities we've chosen are ones that we think have been underused since their initial release and have exciting interactions with the rest of the roster. I'm thinking like Phoenix Dive, maybe. In many cases, we've adjusted how certain aspects function to specifically enable these unique interactions. With Prismatic, we want to make an immediate impact. From the very first mission of the final shape, you'll have access to a complete starting Prismatic build with a set of light and darkness abilities, aspects, and a full set of fragments. Damn. Okay, why don't we dive into the details of what these builds have to offer, as well as the rest of the abilities you will be wielding. Prismatic Hunter. Instinct is honed over the years to respond in an instant. Okay, what do we got here? Wow, this is wild. Oh, show me all the other supers. Damn, okay. This is pretty wacky. Kind of a brain. I feel like I'm on drugs right now, looking at the combination of like the different aspects. We got the Void Stasis aspect right now, chat. These are just popping right now. Okay. The Prismatic Hunter is evasive and maneuverable, grappling around the battlefield and leaping to advantageous positions with Ascension. Their starting Prismatic build enables that maneuverability, with Winter Shroud providing a handy debuff that stylish Executioner, which now triggers by defeating an enemy afflicted by any subclass debuff Ayo, can activate from, providing easily accessible invisibility to reposition to wherever you need to be with safety. You will be able to choose between the different light and darkness abilities from each column below. Oh boy. Supers, Storm's Edge, class abilities, movement modes, high jump, starting. Combination blow, arc bolt grenade, ascension. This is so much. Good lord. Golden gun, gambler's dodge, strafe jump, knife trick starting, storm grenade, gunpowder gamble, silence and squall, acrobat dodge, withering blade, duskfield, winter shroud. Damn. Okay, starting indicates abilities that are included in your starting Prismatic build during the first mission of the final shape. Okay, got it. Prismatic Titan. The coalescence of light and darkness into an unbreakable bulwark, gripped in an unstoppable fist. Ayo. Wow, that is one hell of a combination right there. the Suspend Strand Grenade combined with the Falcon Punch. It's pretty funny when you think about it. Some poor dumb hive watching you charge up your Thunderclap melee while they're suspended. This is crazy, dude. Like, I can't wrap my head around this. This is genuinely insane to think about. The Prismatic Titan excels at disabling enemies to make them easy targets for high-impact follow-ups. Yeah, there you go. Like that combination right there. Drencher's Lash, Shackle Grenade, and Diamond Lance are all potent primers for a subsequent Consecration, Thunderclap, or powerful Unbreakable Blast. Their starting build allows them to freeze targets with Diamond Lance, which can be created from any ability Final Blow. Wow. And wind up fully charged Thunderclaps to remove the threat from the fight in one fell swoop. How is this not going to power creep everything immediately? I don't... Oh my god. Supers, Twilight Arsenal, Towering Barricade, Shield Throw, Suppressor, Unbreakable, Thunder Crash, Thunderclap, Pulse Grenade, Knockout. Of course, Knockout. It's got to be Knockout, right? Gotta be. Blade Fury, Thruster, Catapult, Frenzied Blade, Shackle, Drenger, Hammer Soul, Hammer Strike, Thermite Grenade, Consecration. Prismatic Warlock. Truth lies in the seams between light and darkness. Oh my god. That is going to be an interesting combination for sure. The Prismatic Warlock brings an army to bear, summoning a horde of Bleak Watchers, Hellions, and Threadlings. Yeah, the Warlock Prismatic build is probably just going to be like the bullshit build, right? Littering the battlefield with non-stop bullshit like the Ice Turret, the Threadlings. Their starting build lets them lock down entire rooms with Bleak Watcher and Penumbral Blast, and their ability damage, including damage caused by shattering frozen targets, will kickstart Feed the Void, granting grenade energy to start the cycle anew. That sounds really fun. I'm not going to lie. Again, yeah, digital random bullshit. Go! Yeah, this is going to immediately power creep. Like everything. Nova Bomb starting, Pocket Singularity, Vortex Grenade, Feed the Void, Storm Trance, Phoenix Dive. Of course, they're trying to feature underused options in the kit. Phoenix Dive seems like a natural underused option. Chain Lightning Storm. Okay, Winter's Wrath. Oh my god. Dude, Chad, can you imagine blinking around the map in your Winter's Wrath super? Good lord. That's like a crime. That is literally like a crime. Being able to blink with the Winter's Wrath roaming super. I can't even. Bleak Watcher, of course, perfect. Okay, we've got Needle Storm, Arcane Needle, Threadling, and Weaver's Call. Okay. Explore your potential. Cursed, I approve. While you'll start off with a fairly focused initial loadout, you'll quickly expand your toolset and possible combinations. As you continue through the pale heart of the Traveler, you'll uncover the remaining abilities, aspects, and fragments as mission rewards, as well as unlocking them through the post-campaign quest and as collectibles hidden in the world. Our ultimate goal is that as you progress in your journey to save the Traveler and humanity, you're able to continually experiment with new build crafting options and find novel ways to tackle the challenges ahead of you. There's no currency, wow, to unlock these new build crafting elements. When you find a prismatic chest in the world or after a tough battle, they're immediately granted and available for use. God damn, okay, I like the sound of that a lot. Part of building Prismatic was ensuring that every option and combination felt viable across a variety of content and difficulties. So most of the abilities you've seen here have also had a tuning pass that we'll share in more detail in the lead up to the final shape. Got it, okay. Yeah, we want you to have broken, overpowered shit, but not too broken. Not too broken. Aspects that were damage type specific have had their requirements loosened when using Prismatic. For example, Diamond Lance and Feed the Void activate from ability defeats of any damage type, right? Not from only Stasis and Void. And Stylish Executioner activates when defeating an enemy afflicted by any elemental debuff, not just Void. Yeah, that sounds really, really goddamn awesome. Sounds really cool. Okay, break your past limits. Prismatic is more than using familiar abilities in new combinations. We also wanted to create new gameplay to showcase the player's newfound mastery of the elements. Enter Transcendence. Okay, here we go. It is the result of the collision of light and darkness that your guardian can now control and enables to use, the use of never before seen power. When you're using Prismatic, you'll notice a new bar below your super energy meter. This is the new indicator for the Transcendence light and darkness meters. When you deal light aligned damage, Arc, Solar, Void, or apply light aligned buffs or debuffs, the light bar on the left fills. When you deal darkness aligned damage or apply darkness aligned buffs or debuffs, the darkness bar on the right fills. Kinetic damage fills both bars at a reduced rate. Okay, interesting. But that rate increases when either bar is filled, making it a solid choice to help a lagging bar catch up. Okay, that's good that they have, like, if you have a really good, okay, like, you know, Osteostriga. I'm just trying to spitball top of my head. Interesting. When both bars are full and meet in the middle, Transcendence is available. When Transcendent, your melee and grenade energy are instantly refreshed and regenerate more quickly. Dealing damage with a grenade further increases your melee regeneration rate and vice versa. Wow. Reminds me of D1 Radiant, not Radiant, the D1 Solar Warlock a little bit, right? In your super. Remember that, Sunsinger? Your weapon damage is slightly increased and you are more resistant to incoming damage. I like this a lot. Our goal for Transcendence, both in terms of uptime and potency. Wait a minute, can you do that in PvP? Good lord. Is that it feels like a mini super that is only readily available when your loadout and playstyle interweave light and dark together in harmony. Being Transcendent also allows you to break the shields of special combatants standing in your way on your journey through the pale heart of the Traveler. These combatants have been bound by the Witness and are invulnerable to incoming damage otherwise. Really? In addition to these boosts, when Transcendent, you'll also have a new grenade, one unique to each class. Oh man, there's only 3 total that deal both light and dark damage types. Holy shit. Tell me more. Hunter, Hailfire Spike. Throw a device charged with stasis matter and solar energy that attaches to surfaces or targets and then erupts into a slowing storm. After a short duration, the device ignites, creating a deadly scorching cyclone. Wow. So it's like a spike grenade on crack. Got it. It's like a spike grenade on crack. Okay, got it. With first you freeze, then you burn. The Icy Hot Patch.
These guys don't know what they're in for.
They don't know what they're in for. Titan, Electrified Snare. Throw an explosive device energized with strand matter and arc energy. Strand and arc, okay. That detonates into a supercharged suspending burst. That is badass. The suspended target takes heavy damage over time and chains jolting lightning to nearby targets. That is really tight. Man, I'm kind of sad that we're only going to get one new grenade for each class, but still kind of cool. But you can use other grenade options if you want, so... Warlock, Freezing Singularity. Throw a mass of void energy and stasis matter. On impact, it deploys a mini black hole orbited by a halo of slowing ice. After a short duration, the black hole implodes, suppressing and dealing heavy damage in multitude. Now why don't we talk about Prismatic Fragments. One of the challenges we identified early on was that a lot of the power from our single damage type subclasses come from the network of many interconnected gameplay loops the player can dip into when they focus their build crafting on a single element. When the player's focus is split between multiple elements. We still need to provide enough opportunities for stacking powerful synergies, as well as providing value to the new Transcendence loop. Okay, I get what they're saying. To help us solve that problem, we've increased most prismatic aspect fragment slot allotments to 3. With a few of our most potent options staying at 2, that makes sense. Okay, having many be at 3, though, is great. So in theory, you could have a prismatic build with maybe on average like 5 to 6 fragments. That sounds pretty damn good. You're going to need the extra space. With Prismatic, from day 1 of the final shape, you'll be able to find or earn a total of 21 fragments. Whew! A sizable bump up over the typical 14 to 16. Some are reimaginations or combinations of existing fragments, and some are brand new. Unlike our core damage types, fragments in Prismatic are unlocked for all of your characters as soon as you acquire them. If you finish the campaign on your Hunter and you want to start on your Titan will have all the fragments you unlocked on your Hunter. Damn! Can I get dubs in the chat right now? I'll give a golf clap for that. That's a Bungie dub moment. They're out here cooking, dude. They're in the kitchen. Here's a look at some of the fragment options you can look forward to. Okay, here we go. Faceted bounce. So we got a lot of dubs in the chat. Show the dubs real quick. Yeah, the dubs, baby. Show the dubs. Yeah, there they are. There they are. Nice, nice. Moving on. Where was I? Okay, rapidly defeating targets with light damage grants melee energy. Okay, rapidly defeating targets with dark gives grenade energy. Defeating targets with grenades gives volatile rounds to avoid weapon. Defeating targets with powered melee final blows gives unraveling rounds to strand. Okay. Dude, I'm going to need to make like a fucking flowchart of how all... Because like these already sound pretty good. Like they're good fragment combinations, but which ones are going to be the best when paired with all of this information, right? You got to like map it out like a big chart. Like Pepe Sylvia in Always Sunny. Powered melee hits against targets make you radiant. Powered melee final blows make both you and nearby allies radiant. Oh, okay. Finishers create a detonation of either jolt, scorch, slow, sever, or makes people volatile based on the damage type of your equipped super. Okay. Void grenades weaken and arc grenades jolt. Defeating targets while transcendent creates orbs of power for allies. Ooh, that'll be really good. That'll be a big snowball type situation, right? For PvE? It's got to be. Damaging targets with your kinetic weapon gives bonus transcendence energy. Okay, defeating targets with your super gives you and nearby allies bonus transcendence energy. While you have an elemental buff, your class ability regenerates more quickly. Okay. Oh, we start with that. Cool. The possibilities are dizzying. Yeah. While transcendent, your ability final blows explode. When surrounded, you are more resistant to incoming damage. Classic. Picking up an orb of power grants either amplified restoration, frost armor, woven mail, or overshield. That one will be good. Very clearly for PvE. Very clearly. Increase the size and damage of the burst when you shatter a crystal or frozen target. And increase the size of a solar ignition. How many did they say there were going to be? They said 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, we're scratching the surface here. We're truly excited at the new possibilities that Prismatic brings, from combining abilities in brand new ways to exploring more build crafting options than ever before. We look forward to seeing what you all come up with. It's going to take a while, dude, as we venture forth into the new era of Destiny 2. Shit. Wow. Yeah, this is really, really cool information. I think they're cooking hard with this, man. I think they're making a lot of right moves. I don't know how this isn't going to power creep most things in the game immediately, but this is looking really great. I love the idea of the mini super. Like, PvE is going to look like an orgy, an explosion of ability damage. I'm literally going to have to, like, the whiteboard behind me, I'm going to have to, like, map everything out and be like, okay, this fragment with this aspect on Warlock, on Titan, on Hunter, in combination with this, and the exotic armor thing with the RNG, like, it's just, good lord. I think this is worth the delay. Yeah, dude. Cupid in the chat. I agree. If they took that half a year delay on Final Shape to make all that, to make all of this, this is great. They have been working. I feel like right now, in the past, you know, kind of hard with situations going on in the gaming industry and Destiny 2 and Bungie all in general. But now I'm feeling cautiously optimistic. Dare I say, hyped for the Final Shape. This all looks really cool. Yeah, I'm in. It's gonna be a lot of work. It's gonna be a lot of work to figure all of this out, but I'm in. So, yay.